everyone, today I'm going to be reacting to Aretha Franklin's What You See Is What You Sweat album. And now let's get into it. The first track is called Everyday People. Okay, so my thoughts on this. Aretha devoured as per usual. Yeah, I just really love her vocal textures. I just love the riffs and the runs and everything that she's doing on there. Very unique in terms of that, and just, you know, how she's able to express herself as a vocalist is one of my favorite parts about Aretha. And I love all the scatting and all the stuff like that. Like, she was just really in her bag in terms of that. I can appreciate, you know, the lyrics and stuff like that. I don't know if this is a cover or something that was written for her, but, you know, I still appreciate the sentiment regardless. I like the production on it a lot. It's something that kind of takes me back to that time, but in the best way. And that's what I really appreciate about it. One thing about Aretha, she gonna open up an album strong. She did not disappoint. And now to track 2, Ever Changing Times, featuring Macdonald. Okay, so my thoughts on this, I like it. I can appreciate the sentiment of it as well. I think that it's probably one of her better duets that I've heard. I can't stand with someone of like Aretha's vocal stature duets with someone and I'm like, oh, this person just made, like, they're not even coming close to her and whatever. So I appreciated it for what it was. I will say I like the production a lot and the vocals. And now to track 3, What You See Is What You Sweat. Okay, so my thoughts on this, probably going to be one of my favorite songs on the album. I can appreciate the sentiment. The grass is not always greener. A lot of people, they don't really appreciate what they have until it's gone. Like Janet Jackson said, don't know what you got till it's gone. So I can appreciate it from that sentiment. Vocals were sublime, and yeah, I just enjoy to listen to what she does vocally all the time, because it's always going to have you intrigued, because she's just so spontaneous as a vocalist, which I always really love, and I can appreciate the production on here as well. Now to track 4, Mary Goes Around. Okay, so my thoughts on the song, I feel kind of conflicted about it because of the subject matter and stuff like that, you know. That is one thing. I really like the production. I really like the vocals on it. So I'll see how I feel about it over time. I can appreciate it for what it is. Now to track 5, I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. Okay, my thoughts on this song. I appreciate her passionate vocal delivery and what she brought forth in terms of that. But this song didn't really captivate me, to be honest. I'm sure I'll get dragged for that a lot in the comments and everything, but it wasn't for me. You know, maybe as I re-listen to it more, it will grow on me. We will have to see. But our first listen, her vocals were amazing, but the rest of it, meh. And now to track 6, Someone Else's Eyes. This is my life. So my thoughts on the song, thoroughly enjoyed this one, and I can appreciate the sentiment of it. She's basically just saying, I cannot push away the things that make me great just because I'm so focused on what other people think about me, on other people's attention, and just, you know, following other people's orders. I have to march to the beat of my own drum effectively, and just have to really appreciate myself for who I am, basically. I can appreciate it in that standpoint. I felt like it was very powerful, emotive, soulful, Queen of Soul, obviously. Love the vocals on here, amazing to listen to as per usual. I really like the production, how everything fits together. So yeah, a stand on the album in my opinion. And now to track 7, Doctor's Orders featuring Luther Vandross. Okay, so my thoughts on this. I loved this song. Very flashy in terms of the production in a way that I didn't expect. I think this album is New Jack Swing, no? Maybe it's like a different subgenre of R&B or soul or something like that. But I really appreciated the production. It stood out to me. It was definitely different than what I was expecting for them to do. I think I love about Luther Vandross is how smooth that his voice was and just, you know, classic entertainer kind of vibe. And whenever he's paired with, you know, top-notch female vocalists, he always delivers. Whatever he did, Endless Love with Mariah, and now here again with Aretha. I did work with Aretha on the Jumpsuit album. He produced basically that entire thing, which I really loved as well, and I have a reaction to that on the channel. If you guys like to check it out, I'll put down the cards and, you know, at the end and down below if you guys want to watch it. But yeah, I mean, I just think that both of them at the top of their game, supreme vocals all the way throughout. Listening to it, I could appreciate the lyrics, I could appreciate the production, that's what I was talking about. Just something that feels lighthearted and fun to listen to. Definitely gonna be standout for me on this album. I love Luther, one of my favorite male vocalists of all time. Down to track 8, You Can't Take Me for Granted. Okay, so my thoughts on this one overall, I appreciate the sentiment. Kind of going back to the one that we were talking about earlier. Some people, they really just take for granted whatever they have and they don't appreciate it until it's gone. I think that this is a great song overall. I could appreciate the background singers. I love what Aretha brought to the table as per usual. I like the production a whole lot as well. And this one is actually written by Aretha. And so I love Aretha as a songwriter, as an instrumentalist. I feel like she is underrated. I didn't even know that she played piano or even wrote songs until I got into her. So I feel like people should talk about them more. So I will always appreciate Aretha the songwriter, and it's always welcome. And now to track 9, What Did You Give? We could be the very best friends and maybe lovers. Sweet song. No other. There's no denying. When you're near me, what did you hear about your reasons why? Yes, you believe in Lord. You see the love of your life. How can you do not see the path that lightens? You know what's fighting. Make it fly, yeah. Then you what have you given of yourself lately? What did you give? You know you didn't even try. I'll be your everything kind of woman. Oh, but I could let the world back in, yeah. Okay, so my thoughts on it, I liked it. Another song written by Aretha, which, like I said, is always welcome. I could appreciate the conviction in the vocal delivery. I like the production a lot, and I like the songwriting. And now to the 10th and final track, Everyday People Remix. Everyday people. Yo, yeah. Sometimes I'm right, I can be wrong. And everyday people. There is a blue that don't accept the green one. Different strokes for different folks. I ain't no better than neither you. Ain't me the same, whatever we do. And everyday people. The stars run out. Let's be cool with each other. And so on and so on. Okay, my thoughts on this remix, I actually quite enjoyed it. I think that it was a decent remix for it. I can appreciate, the changes that they made to it, I will say. Listening to it more, I can appreciate the sentiment of it a lot more than I did the first time around. Because basically, I think a lot of times whenever people get famous, people don't see them as real people anymore. They get dehumanized and stuff like that. And a lot of people think, oh, how bad can your life be? You're famous, and there's a lot of things that go into that. But yeah, she's just saying, like, I'm just like you, I'm an everyday person. So I appreciate it in that respect. And now to my favorite songs on the album based off my first listen. I'm gonna go with Everyday People, What You See Is What You Sweat, Someone Else's Eyes, and Doctor's Orders. These are just favorites off first listen. Of course, as I listen more, my opinions can change. And now on to my overall thoughts on this album. I quite enjoyed it. I think it's a great piece of work, and I think it's really representative of the time in terms of the production. Like I said, I think it's New Jack Swing, but it might be something a little bit different. But I really appreciated that and just how I felt listening to the album. I loved her vocal arrangements, stunning as always. Really appreciated the production generally. Liked the songwriting. I wish she would have written more songs. I feel like I've said this for like her last 5 albums at this point because she's such a great songwriter that I wish she kind of tapped into the pen more. And I can appreciate the songs that other people compose for her and the covers that she does. But her originals are truly breathtaking. She wrote about songs such as Think, Spirit in the Dark, which are, you know, some classics that come to my mind. And so I would have liked to see her write more songs. But, you know, she did write a couple for this album, so I'm thankful for that at least. Like I said, there's some songs I'm kind of like iffy on. I'll have to come back and see how I feel about it. But overall, another decent Aretha album to add to the books, I will say. Normally I have a section here talking about albums of hers that I listened to that came before this one. Haven't got to those. This was kind of a spontaneous video for me to do. But in my next video, I have to listen to at least like 5 Aretha albums, because every single video I'm supposed to do this whenever I do a video on Aretha, and I haven't done it for the past couple videos. I'm aware of that. The next video, I gotta make up for it in a big way. So I'm gonna, you know, say that, hold myself accountable. Those are going to be my thoughts on Aretha Franklin's What You See Is What You Sweat album. Let me know your thoughts on this album down below in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What are your memories on the album? What are some fun facts behind the album? I want to know it all. Let's keep the conversation going down below in the comments. Also, let me know which Aretha album you guys would like me to react to next, because I go based off of your guys' suggestions. There are some albums earlier on that I missed, and I realized retrospectively, like, oh, I should have listened to those on a video. And also there's, I believe, like 6 albums that she released, but they're not on Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. They're on YouTube. So would you guys like me to dive into that next, or do you guys want me to dive further into her 90s catalog, or, you know, another album that she's done? Please give me suggestions down below in the comments, because I rely upon you guys who've listened to the catalog to guide me in the right direction. So we will see what happens from there. If you guys wanted to see more videos on Aretha, I will have a card on the screen right here. It'll be at the end of this video, link down in the description. You guys can see all my other Aretha album reactions. I got one for Spirit in the Dark. I got one for Young, Gifted, and Black. I got one for Aretha Now, so you guys can check those out, and more will be to come, of course. And I'm hoping to do more Aretha videos this year. Like I've already said, I want to do a couple album reviews for her. Like, I want to really review I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, because that's one of her best albums. So I definitely going to be doing a review for that, hopefully in the coming months, and, you know, some other album reactions, so stay tuned for that. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, give it a like down below. It helps me out a lot in the YouTube algorithm. I very much appreciate it. You can also subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. If you hit the bell, get notifications to when I post, do not miss some brand new videos come out. First link down below in the description will be my second channel. Now, recently I've been uploading a lot of my TikToks onto there, but I don't upload them all because I feel like that would be very overwhelming, and I want to keep some stuff just for TikTok. If you want to see everything that I post on my TikTok, you guys can check me out down below in the description. I also have a second TikTok account as well that you can follow if you would like. Then I'm also going to have my Twitter accounts that I'm active on every single day, my Instagram, a link to stream this album, lastly, a link to educate you guys on important situations. Free Palestine. Very important to bring awareness to the cause and to use our voices in whatever way that we can, and to get educated on this very serious issue. So if you'd like to donate down below, then I'll have some links for you to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.